Alright, so we are live at Retro. This phone is a pain in the ass to hold. I always grab it the wrong way and squeeze a bunch of buttons and lose my connection and such. So, I don't even know, where the fuck is the camera at? What am I supposed to be looking at? Picture of me or? Anyway.
You gotta look at the thing.
We're at Retro. Where's the camera, George?
There.
Oh, hey guys, how are you all? We might start doing Retro live on Sundays now. Because I can't work out right now because I got this fucking, well, excuse my language, it's live. You know, I try to clean my language up, but it's live. I really can't edit it. I'm trying to do something different. Let's see what we got. People are commenting already. Yeah, I can't see the comments now. Yes, son of a, here we go. Yo, what's up? Oh, thanks, Billy. Morning, how are you, JT? What's happening, brother? Matthew, what's up, bro? Let's see what we got. Kenneth, yo, what's happening, dude? We'll come over here. A couple big dogs here.
What up?
Big Jane.
Hungry dogs.
Back in the gym. Yeah, I'm not lifting though, bro. I'm not lifting. Liam, UK. Here we go.
Liam from the UK. What's up, Liam from the UK?
What are you doing here, benching?
Yeah, some flat bench. We're trying.
All right. We might as well just... How many sets has he already done? Is he going up, coming down?
This is the sixth, I think.
Yeah.
So, good for about 3 to 5 here. Just trying to keep the muscle as we get shredded. So, first. Come on. One more. "12 weeks.
12 more weeks?
Of your channel. Thank you. Yes, 12 weeks. So, just trying to keep the strength and keep the muscle we worked hard for. It's easier to build upper body if you have a lower body. It's easier to build the top. Depends on your genetics for that. So my legs come a little quicker. If I train the same style for lower body as I do upper body, it doesn't quite match. I have to go heavier lower reps for upper body to build the density. My legs respond to a little bit higher reps. So just figure out what genetically you have and then kind of modify your training to work that way. So Jim's always told me my back and chest, I need to do heavy shit. Lower reps, heavier stuff, build the mature, dense muscle. And then my legs just grow from, 15 to 25 reps.
What are the legs looking like? Looking pretty good. Yeah, they're getting there.
Getting striated. I had a high carb day Friday and high carb day yesterday, so they're a little full. Got a little tan line action.
A little sunburn too.
A little sunburn action from the pool, but you can only hike those trunks up so high.
Can you swim or you sink like a rock?
Sink. I can swim a little better now because I'm in the 250s again, so I'm,
It's like a dolphin.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh, Andrew's down to a scrawny 250.
Yes.
What's up with you? You're doing the same show?
Yeah.
12 weeks too?
12 weeks. Physique. Not doing this 315. We're gonna have to strip this down a little bit.
You're looking, how lean are you looking? What's your abs looking like?
Pretty good right now.
Oh, of course. Well, they always look pretty good anyway.
I have a little bit of water. We had some good food the past 2 days, so.
Oh, you eating something you're not supposed to eat, or you're just splurging?
I was feeling really depleted, really flat, so.
I just dropped pretty quick, so
Yeah.
we dropped a lot.
Yeah.
I, in about 10 days, dropped about 15 pounds. Just from adding the cardio and dropping the carbs again. So, I mean, you want to, Dusty Hanshaw, I quote him on this, getting ready for a show is like baking a cake. It's got to be on point, got to be just right. So if you're dropping too fast, sometimes it's okay to have a little food and slow her down a little bit. You don't want to graze for a week, but, so that's what we did. We kind of slowed everything down, and now we're back on track.
Yeah.
And everything is good to go.
No more splurging.
Next questions. Look how handsome I am without my beard.
Oh, are you?
Is that what you call it?
Let's see.
Nobody ever tells me I'm handsome. Let's see. James, you're a breath of fresh air in the industry
You're a breath of
that's
fresh
polluted
air.
with vermin. Hey, man. I appreciate that, brother. I weigh 170. Can I be as huge as you eventually? Absolutely.
Of course.
If you want to be. Keep getting ill after training very hard. 1,000 rep leg workout. 52. Any tips? Keeping well and consistent. Oh, he's pulling his immune system down. It's 52 and training really heavy. 1,000 rep shit. Total legs is making him is pulling his immune system down to get sick afterwards. I don't know, dude. Are you getting enough anything lacking in your diet? Maybe you got to supplement vitamins and minerals. Get some good vitamins on board.
Antioxidants, man.
If you're training,
Antioxidants. Oh yeah, dude.
That's huge for immune system, man.
Yeah, and it's huge as you age, man. You have no idea how many blueberries, shit that I eat. I eat fucking blueberries almost every. Oh, excuse me. I eat blueberries almost every day. Literally, I got some home now. Still training hard, getting good results. Send pics soon. Keith, brother. Remember Keith? Remember brother Keith used to come down here? Yeah.
yo,
Oh, I'm handsome. Somebody told me I'm handsome too. You see that? Thank you, bro. I know that. It doesn't have to be true. I can pretend that I believe it. Is muscle milk good? I don't know. Well, here's the thing with muscle milk, man. Cytosport, which I used to have a little arrangement with those guys many years ago. And their shit tastes so good, it's unbelievable. But there was a time when they had class action suit because of arsenic and lead in the product. Arsenic and lead, some kind of quality control problem or whatever. I'm pretty sure I would dare say that's got to be remedied now. But who the hell knows what you're putting in your body? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what. One man's medicine is next man's poison. I don't know. Glad to hear you're cutting back on. You believe that I'm cutting back on my animal products, dude. My new protein powder is vegan, non-GMO, and a whole bunch of other stuff. With 50 grams of protein.
I saw a good question.
Joe, brother, we were talking about you just the other day, homeboy. And you know why we were talking about you? Because we're looking at really large pieces of property, like something between, well, if it were the right deal, we'd go like 20, but I don't want to go below 20 acres. But really, ideally, we'll get closer to 100, so like 60 or 70 would be really like where I'd really like to be. We're looking at property in the Ozarks and shit. And I want to have like an intentional community, but not an intentional community the way people define it today, where you all come together like a bunch of hippies in a commune, not that shit, but where you just know all your neighbors. You have the whole top of a mountain, and you sell off, a few acres here and a few acres there is distance from where you're at, and everybody's spread out, but all your neighbors, man, and you build your own community, you can count on your neighbors. And Joe, you're a brother that I definitely like to have around, so you're loved, bro, and we're thinking about you, so. Take care of yourself, man. Hope you're doing good. 50 gram protein per shake. Hey, 50 grams is 50 grams, dude. 50 grams is a good ingestion of protein. Just got done hitting chest. Your tips works. Tiny DJ, good, bro. Glad. All right, let's see what else we got going on here today.
A question about soreness.
Soreness
was a minute ago. Soreness between the tendon and shoulder. I'm sorry, tendon between the chest and the shoulder, soreness up in the front delt area. Every workout we warm up with 2.5 pound plates or a band and warm that area up. Do that before every workout. Wear something warm, don't come in the gym, and just start moving weight.
And see, these are younger guys that actually have learned something from seeing mistakes other people have made from older guys who aren't in the greatest condition anymore because of what they did. I didn't warm up enough when I was a younger guy, and older guys told me, man, you shouldn't do that. And I just what do they know? I'm indestructible. And later on, it led to a whole bunch of problems. And I warm up thoroughly now, but I wish I had all along. I can remember being young and my first set under the bench being 225 is like my warm up. Isn't that ridiculous? It's just stupid. Mostly it's ego, just to, because you don't want people to see you moving just a bar or some shit. Moving out to New Hampshire next 2 years or so. Love to head down to Maryland. You ought to.
Yeah.
We train in Maryland, but get ready to do a new thing coming up soon with a bunch of older guys trying to get in shape. And it's going to be based right there in PA, of course, because I live there. Don't tear a rotator like I did. Range of motion is never the same. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I know a lot of people have rotator surgeries and stuff, and Some of them have almost 100% recovery, but most of them have not. Facebook, we're still beefing with Facebook, man, because they want to change. They don't like the way we spell gorilla. Believe it or not, they don't like the way we spell gorilla. So they're constantly asking us to keep reaffirming who we are, identity-wise. You know, it's so ridiculous.
I got like 2 or 3 messages on my Instagram about that. They said I can't find James on Facebook. What happened? I said I'd ask.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. We got to get it straightened out.
Last
But
year I verified us and they approved it.
I mean, we keep verifying it, and they keep asking again and again, over and over. It's just jumping through too many hoops and shit.
Look at his videos on YouTube.
They just want his
25
name.
pounds in the past 1.5 years from your help. That's awesome, brother. You did all the work, though, Holmes. I'm skinny fat. Is it better to?
Yeah, but I thought it said parentheses Jim
I
Fast.
really love your video about community. I just really love it. You're talking about life and what you think. Well, thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. I'm glad there are people out there that appreciate it. I'm real puffy now. I look like a friggin' chipmunk. But I just, I don't look like shit. But I just had surgery, you know. I'm going to be really lean after this, so I'm going to look a lot better. So, and bear with me. You don't have to look at my ugly mug too much longer like that. Been following you a bit. You know what I mean? This thing won't keep letting me see these. It comes up real quick and then it subsides. Hey, Andrew, how do I bring this? How do I look at what was just questions and shit that were just asked? How do I bring that up and look at that? Do you have any idea? There we go. What's that?
You can scroll.
Oh, okay.
Back up, yeah.
Thanks, dude. Can't train legs effectively from an injury. Will it affect my upper body growth? If you can't train legs from an injury effectively, will it affect your upper body growth? What do you think, Andrew?
A little bit, yeah, I think so. I think legs, I think deadlifts and squats build the frame the most, but you can still build size. Don't let that hinder you. Just keep training upper body and keep doing your thing. I do notice though, if I don't train legs, my upper body's not as full. But like I said, I don't want to be negative. Do your thing, and when it's time to come back, come back. Don't come back too soon and keep injuring yourself.
I love the EFX protein. I love the EFX protein. I like it a lot. Seems very, very, very clean, in fact. The one I have is a combination. It's like 6 different proteins in it, including pea protein. It's got whey and all that too. I mean, so it's not devoid of animal product, but it's incredibly clean to have casein and all that in it. It's really, really, you can see how clean it is.
Jim, we're heading over to the decline.
You heading over to do some decline? Did they place mesh in you? Had 2 hernia surgeries, ruined my weightlifting career. Yeah, they put mesh in there. But I've had friends who have had different hernia repairs, and some have been extremely successful, like very drastic repairs, like the whole damn thing almost, the whole ab, everything under there. And I've had guys that have only had 1 or 2 repairs, and they've had issues. So I don't know. It's quality of the repair, who did it. I don't know. I don't know, but it's like anything else, man. You could get lucky, or you could not get lucky. You would be unlucky. 5'11", 280, power lifter for a while, wanted to switch to bodybuilding. Oh, you'll probably be very successful coming from powerlifting to bodybuilding. Probably be enormous. Be very easy to have size, dude. You could probably take it really easy on the size game because you're going to probably already have plenty of that. There's plenty of muscle underneath of there, man. I've known powerlifters that people will look at them and think, oh, they're fat. And that was all muscle under there. They got holding a lot of water over it, and they have a higher body fat level than most of us, but there's so much muscle. You got these dudes that are like Gene Richlak. My God, what did he weigh at one time? He was so big, and you know how much of that was muscle? It was like, I saw Gene Richlak when he weighed, he had to be 360. And I saw him at Mike Miller's gym, Nazareth Barbell. I saw him, without a shirt on doing pull-ups one time on a big crossover machine. He jumped up and did pull-ups on it. He did a dozen pull-ups at 360. A dozen good pull-ups at 360. And his whole back, if I'd had a camera, I told him, Gene, you ought to see your back, brother. You can't imagine how much muscle was back there, man. Just shit bulging out from under there. So powerlifting is a fucking incredible foundation to come into bodybuilding from. I don't think it works so well the other way around. Not saying that people haven't done it and people can't do it and they can't be awesome at it, but if you do enough years of this bodybuilding, the micro tear on top of micro tear, I think it does enough damage in a way that it's harder to go from that to powerlifting. I think depending on how long. If you had done bodybuilding many, many, many years, I think you would really have a higher chance of being injured if you jumped over to powerlifting all of a sudden from that, if you haven't experienced that. But the other way around, powerlifting and bodybuilding, I think it's awesome. I mean, a lot of guys that get in incredible condition and look crazy. Mark Bell toned down. I saw him. He looks incredible. I saw Mark Bell, DJ. He looks fucking awesome, dude. He looks incredible. Hernia repair. 2 years old. Luckily, I haven't had any issues. Oh, 2 years old repaired it? That's rough, man. It must have been fucking painful. But that's awesome, man. All this time, no issues with it. Wear a belt, bro. Wear a belt, man. Be careful with it. That's all. Take it easy, man. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's for damn sure. Mesh lasted 5 years. You know what? If you were going hard, if I were going, I'm not going to go hard like that anymore. I'm too old. If I were going to go hard and be pulling like lots and lots of weight, shit like that, I would be very careful. Now, if I weren't going to be careful and lifted the way I used to live back in my heyday, lifted like that, if it lasted 5 years, it would be surprising. But I'm going to be very careful. Badass gym. Oh, there's lots of gyms. PA's got really full of gyms. Maryland's got plenty of gyms too.
See all that?
I can see that. I have the glasses on. Hey, Tiny, I got some New Way isolate unflavored, and it looks stringy. Not really powdery. Is that good? I don't know, bro. What brand is that shit? It looks stringy.
How many grams of protein in a growth?
Keith, have a good workout, brother. Take care, dude. We got to hook up with you again sometime, man. We got to get out to the country where you're at and visit. You got to come out here. I want to make a tour, take an RV and take a bunch of us and just go, you know, state to state, spend a few weeks doing that, just visiting, man, all our brothers and sisters out there working out in the gym with everybody. I think it would be awesome. Yeah, get an RV, man, and just
Moth hunt.
go all over the place.
Mothman hunt.
Mothman. Looking for the Mothman. Where's he at today?
I don't know. I don't think he's come back since that leg workout.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You weren't here. After he thinks George hates him because he threw up in.
Oh, yeah, Brother Burl's a good dude, Sam. Brother Burl. Brother Burl's a good dude. That's another dude I could live along next to on a mountain somewhere. Now Protein. I know you use Arginine. You know what? I like all the Now stuff, the NRW stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't used all their products, but I haven't seen any of the products that I didn't like. Arginine with stimulants or caffeine. I don't think it's harmful. I think you could use it with caffeine. I don't know. It depends on what you're talking about stimulants, DMMA or something. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
Should have made him work here all week.
I mean, I guess caffeine. I don't. You know what? I don't think caffeine's that terrible. I'm old though, man, so I'm not like you guys. When I was younger, I didn't need caffeine. I never drank coffee. Nah, we didn't even have that shit.
We didn't have no pre-workouts.
Well, of course we didn't have pre-workouts.
Back 25 years ago, nobody told me. Crush up and a draw.
Draw and cough.
Oh, so George, what's new with you, bro? Anybody got any questions for George? You know, George is a fucking cornucopia of information. I'm sorry for using bad language. I apologize. Please forgive me. It comes naturally sometimes. Plus, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I use that as an excuse. What do you think is better? Having one product, only whey or BCAA? If I could only use one or the other, man, that's hard. I really think BCAA can be very useful. What would you use? A whey protein or a BCAA if you can only use one or the
I
other?
always use the whey.
Whey.
Never took a whole lot
Loaded up last night.
Also results caffeine post-workout. Yeah. That's science, bro. How's George's pec? How's your pec, George?
It's a lot better.
I have more stuff.
Thank you. What am I able to bench now? I can bench 185 now with no pain.
Of Mice and Men, bro. Read it. I'm well read. You didn't know it was an English major, did you? Yeah. Oh, what is that shit? There we go. Any good surgeon for my elbow and clavicle that George would suggest?
Towson Sports Medicine.
Now, the only problem is he's in Italy.
Oh, God.
I know, that's a little
the hard
problem.
one.
George, have a good one. There's Keith.
Jim will fly you out to town.
Remember Keith?
Yeah. What's he doing?
He's doing good. He's steady, getting improving his physique still.
Back on his diet because he went off his diet for a little while.
I'll save you.
George looks like Bruce Buffer. I'm 290, trying to get around 260. I've been doing sprints and it's been helping. I've been
That's my workout.
doing keto and so far so good. Any suggestions? Matt, if it's working, bro, then it works. If it's working, you're onto it, man. You don't need any suggestions from me if you already found something that's working for you. If it's working, man, you're so far so good, then shit. That's all I hope for. So far so good, man. If it ain't broke, don't break it. If it ain't broke, don't break it. Now, if you have a time when something doesn't work, then I have some suggestions. Great, man. What's happening, bro? Got a question. What do you think about only lifting once a week in the summer due to working my balls off landscaping? Feel bad not giving the usual 3 to 5 days. You know what?
As far as his eat.
Yeah, as long as you're eating to support all that, as long as you're staying hydrated, electrolytes, lots of water. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with training once a week. You do what feels good. Like I always say, man, no matter what people tell you, this is better than that, no matter what I tell you, no matter what anybody's opinion is, mine or anybody else's, if it works for you, it works. It's just as simple as that. It's so basic. If it works, it works. Hey, what's up? Could you show me a good rear delt move? Good rear delt move. I can't get them. Everything else is growing except rear delts. You know what I like? I like rear delts. English major, awesome. Yeah, I love English, dude. Can I, hey, a shout out? The Skeener 69. Shout out to the Skeener 69. What's happening, brother? You guys are the best on YouTubes. There's some good people on YouTubes. I found who's that? Oh, the dude I started watching now. Lion Quest Fitness. That's my new favorite channel, man, when it comes to this kind of stuff. Now, what was a good rear delt move? Good rear delt move is, in my opinion, have you seen how I do the upright rows on a Smith machine? That's awesome for your medial delts, but you can lean over forward more on a Smith machine where you couldn't do that on free weight because the balance thing, and you can bring more rear delt in that way. You can try that. But I think my favorite one for rear delts is just using a cable and just pulling to my face, man. You know what I mean? I put like a zigzag, like a curl bar thing on there and just hold it loosely with your fingers. You know, I do it in a lot of videos. You can see me do it in videos. I can't demonstrate right now, or I'd be more than happy to. Best shape I got in my life was working 70 hours a week, lifting 5 days a week, 4 hours of sleep a night, never lack of energy, ate 8 meals a day. Though, feed your body. That's what it is, brother. You're feeding your body. Don't you think dumbbell pullovers are a forgotten exercise for upper chest? Yeah, dumbbell pullovers. Dumbbell pullovers, forgotten exercise. What do you think?
For chest?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, if you're squeezing your elbows when you come over, definitely. You know, kind of chopping wood. Like you always said, chop the wood.
Chop the wood, brother. Chop the wood. You know,
feel it in both.
you're doing the triceps on the cable, you're milking the cow, right? Chop the wood on them pullovers. You got to chop the wood. I have trouble getting you to sleep at night. Any advice for supplements to help you sleep? What do you think about that? Supplements to help you sleep. Chamomile. I know it sounds so generic, but I'm a tea drinker. Sleepy Time tea with a little bear on it. He's kicked back with his little night cap on, his feet up, right? He's got pajamas on in front of the fireplace. Yeah.
I
Eat a jar of peanut
yoga
butter.
poses to help you
I like
sleep.
chamomile tea. What do you do to sleep?
Eat a jar of peanut butter.
Yoga poses to help you sleep. Restorative poses. help you
Yoga,
sleep.
restorative poses help you sleep. Where's George at? He probably has some good advice for that.
Outside.
Huh?
He's outside.
George!
He's got a joint.
Yeah. George, what? Any advice for sleeping at night?
God.
Have trouble getting sleep at night. Any advice for supplements?
I was taking Ambien, which was prescribed, but it seems to wear off after a while and you can't sleep. And I've been taking melatonin.
Melatonin.
Yeah.
That's
Take
a good one.
Take like 5 of those a night, and it seems to get me to sleep.
Melatonin. Yeah, melatonin. That's what George
But
is saying.
You got to make sure the TV's off. If you leave the TV on, you're not going to fall asleep. Because I leave it on and I fall asleep and then wake up because I hear something.
Wakes you up.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Kobe has something. He does hunting.
Kobe's got something. Have you checked out Sam's Fitness? Lee Priest. Oh, hell yeah, man. I love Lee. I know Lee Priest. I like Lee Priest. He's an awesome dude. Sam's Fitness? Hell yes. Hell yes.
Lee Priest?
Yeah, Lee.
it's a good
I
channel.
have what I can only describe as shin splints on my forearms. Is it a tendon tear and just needs rest? I have been trying to work through it, but it hurts like a mother.
I had that once.
You had it?
I had it from bench pressing too wide. I was gripping the bar too wide, and I was doing my presses too wide, and when I came in a little bit, it went away. That's what I got the splints from. I wonder if it's from pressing, I wonder?
Is it from pressing? Another thing you can try is wrap it.
Yeah.
You can try liniments. You know that I use the equine liniments. All right, right now, he's been using this Tiger Bomb.
Oh, yeah, it's actually working today.
And it's working, but I told him like they have something for men that you can get that's an equine liniment for men and for horses, and that works really good. Dollar for dollar, man. It's really awesome shit. You
Yeah,
try that out. It's probably gonna be very hot, so only use a little bit at first and until you feel it out. And you want to use it before you work out. Thoughts on Bradley Martin? He's a very successful guy. I don't really watch his stuff. You know, I don't know him. I've never even met him, so don't really have much to say about him. I don't know the guy. My goal would be to look as badass as you do at your age. My goal is to be healthier, but I guess I appreciate that. What is the address where I can send some stuff? Joseph, I will email you, brother. On a budget, Gatorade powder and BCAA glutamine for post-workout. Thoughts? I think it's good. Gatorade is a little bit light for the carbohydrate restorative effect, in my opinion. What else could you use that's cheap? I mean, I'm not saying it ain't gonna work. It'll work. It'll work.
As long as his body can metabolize it.
Hi, James. Thanks for all the great info and great channel. You share tons of great. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Lifting for guys over 50, whole body 3 times or split? What do you think? Over 50, whole body 3 times or split?
I would split.
I split. So does George.
Yeah.
But whatever, like I said again, bro, it's whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you. Jerry Ward talks very good about you. I like Jerry. I met Jerry at the Arnold briefly. We were both Jerry was so popular and so busy, man, that after that we couldn't get together to do much of anything because, you know, I'm disorganized and Jerry is just a very popular guy, man. People loved him. He had so many people at his, you know, he was at the Primeval booth. He had so many people, you know, I mean, we had a good turnout too, a really good turnout, surprisingly. A lot of people came to meet us, but Jerry was swamped too. He was swamped. And, you know, Jerry's a charismatic guy in person. He's a very friendly guy, man. He's just a kind person. It comes across just when you meet him. You know, you don't always get a lot of idea about what somebody's about through these videos, but when you meet him face to face in person, it's like a whole different thing. Jerry Ward, I think, is a very good dude. I like him. What rep range do you like in your working sets? To be honest, if I have to say a rep range, you know, I do a wide variety of shit. But back in the day, for mass gain, my working set range is going to be, it's going to be higher than a lot of guys, but it's so wide. I'm going to say between 6, as low as 6, and as high as maybe 14, 13, somewhere in there. Back in the day now. I know you like heavy sets at the top. Hell yes, I do. GABA for sleeping. All right, yeah, man, that's a good suggestion. I forgot about that. Melatonin for sure. But GABA, I forgot about that. You're right. That's awesome. Five HTP. What is that? Victor, howdy from Texas, bro. How are you, Holmes? Get off the technology 2 to 3 hours before bed. I think that's a really good suggestion. I think we all could use getting off the technology a little bit more in our lives anyway. I do live in PA. Ed Ryan's gym. I haven't. Where is it at? And should I be checking it out? Another Natalie from Texas. What's happening, Natalie? Hello, Texas. Melatonin. Nashville. Jamie, what's happening, bro? Nashville, awesome. Hench, also get some sun into your eyes as early as possible in the AM, apparently. 10 milligrams melatonin. Everybody's melatonin. Do you believe you can safely take DNP? I believe you can probably do a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not an advocate of DNP. Now, having said that, I have a very good friend of mine back in the day, haven't seen him in years. He was a huge advocate of that. Well, he wasn't really an advocate, but he did it himself a lot. And he's an older guy, and he's in incredible condition. He always looks like he's ready to step on stage, and he's still healthy to this day. So, you know, me, no thanks. Anything that's going to turn my insides yellow, bright yellow, to the degree I'm pissing yellow, shitting yellow, sweating yellow, I don't know about that shit. Now, you know, like I said, everybody, each man makes his own decisions, and then you own that, right? If you decide to do something, you know, and somebody jumps off a roof and they land without injury, you know, somehow they land and they roll or whatever, and they're like, man, look, I jumped off there, I didn't even get hurt at all. And then if you try it and you break both your ankles or your leg or some shit, you know, it's your fault. So I don't mess with the DNP. I do not mess with this shit. But, you know, to each their own, man. James Vest isn't a vegan. No, I'm not a vegan, not yet, but I'm trying, I'm getting there.
Baby steps.
Is it gay? I like Jason Blaha. No, I don't think it is. I don't think Blaha's a bad guy, man. I don't think he is. You know what I mean? I try to stay away from all the drama now anyway, more now than ever. I just decided it's really not my way. It's not for me. It doesn't look good on me. You know, let other people do what they want. I don't have any problem with anybody. And to tell you the truth, I try to see the good things in people, you know, which is what I need to do more of, rather than point out all the bad things, or any bad things. And that's just my opinion anyway. I think he's a decent guy. Got nothing to say about him. Got up while asleep. You know what? I knew somebody else that did some crazy stuff from Ambien. I never used it. Looked sick and weak. I just had gallbladder surgery, and right now my diet's not really great because I'm just feeling out what I should eat. So, and believe me, I'm going to do what I can do to get into better shape and be healthier now. But if you think I look sick and weak, why are you here? Why are you listening to anything I have to say? Don't you have anything else in your life to occupy your Sunday with, your free day? What kind of quality of life is that? Go do something you enjoy then. Or do you just enjoy pointing these kind of things out to people? Unflattering things. Is that what you enjoy? And what does this say about you if it's true? Steven. Not eating more than 3 hours before bed helps me get some sleep. That's awesome. What are my thoughts on Muslims? I don't know. I've known people that are Muslim. One of my best buddies at one time, he was Muslim, and he, you know, for many years, he was actually a union iron worker and rode a Harley Davidson, and you know, he was one of the most patriotic guys you ever saw, and he seemed the same as anybody else. I mean, he was pink salt and water. For what? Yeah, people have told me that occasionally before. Ape shit pre-workout. Yeah, probably not. I don't, you know. This is just a hobby for me. Eric, what's happening, brother? Abraham, you have a good one, brother. Get back to work. Frank Zane, 12, 10, 8, 6, and 4 reps. That's awesome. Frank Zane, he definitely knows a whole lot about what he's doing. ZMA to get to sleep. You know what? I forgot about that one, man. Good suggestion. I used to use ZMA back in the day. Precursor, sir. Serotonin and melatonin. Oh, so that's what it is. Thank you very much for the explanation. Greetings from Louisiana, bro. Awesome, Hench. New Zealand, Chi-Town. Halifax, Nova Scotia. Think simply. Thank you, bro. In the standard bulk cut cycles, or do you think we should worry about the scale, focus on eating clean and progressing? It depends on what you want to do. You know what I mean? How do you get the most enjoyment out of it? Yeah. Anything in moderation, and you can be healthy, stay healthy, and do a whole lot of things. You can walk, or you can cut, or you can whatever you want to do. It's your body, man. It's your body. Personally, myself, I used to balk, I used to cut, I used to do all that, but now at this stage, I'm going to lean down, and you'll see. It's not going to be like one of the things where I say I'm going to lean down and then it'll look any different. But I'm going to get really lean and stay really lean because it's just healthier for me at my age, you know. What happened to the Facebook page? Facebook, we're having some issues because
Facebook doesn't believe you're a person.
they don't like the way we spoke gorilla, and they're continually asking me to prove who I am. You know, it's fucking inconvenient. And like I said, it's just a hobby. I need to straighten it out, and I will, but they're going to keep hassling me over and over again about doing this all the time. It becomes a pain in my ass. Pre-workout with someone with high blood pressure. Man, I would have to research before I would suggest anything. I don't want to recklessly just tell you something that's not going to be true. Guilty of stolen valor by pretending to be a soldier, CIA mercenary. Believe on stolen valor criminals. Hardcore gym in Chicago, Tiny. Chicago. In it for longevity, I hear you. Chauncey, thank you, brother. Chris, what's happening, dude? Yeah, I'm not trying to get into politics and religion, but I have opinions and have views, and people ask me, I'm going to be honest. What am I going to do? Lie? Pretend to be somebody that I purposely designed that I think people will like? That's pretty fake, isn't it? I mean, that's what politicians do. That's part of the problem. You really never know who we're putting into office because they're only going to let you see their best side as much as they can present it. Me, I'm just me, man. You know what I mean? Everybody, everything ain't for everybody. If you don't like one person, you like another person. If you get something out of, you know, somebody sharing something with you on a video on YouTube and you like it, you get something out of it, hey, more power to you, man. You don't need justification or acknowledgement or validation, you know, from anybody else in any kind of positive fashion to support what you do. You know, you're not hurting anybody, man. It's your life. You do what you want to do. You watch what you want to watch. Southeastern PA. Ridley. I may have to check it out, bro. Thanks for the heads up, Beck. Oh, definitely looking in the mirror and forget about the scale. That's for sure. Definitely looking in the mirror and forget about the scale. Intermittent fasting. I don't know. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. Like I said, man, enjoy what you do. It's your time and your life, man. You're not hurting anybody. You want to intermittently fast or try it and see if it fits. If it's a fit for you, you know. I don't do a particular lot of work on forearms and triceps. It's just, they just, you know, it's what's left over from the old days, and they just seem to grow pretty well. Texas dog training. Old York. Wiener World. I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything about it. What's up? What's up? Mr. Canto, what's happening, brother? Recovery's going along, Joe. Greetings from New Jersey. Speedy recovery, thank you. New Jersey, too. Angelo. Argentina, bro. What's happening? Beautiful place. Robbie Robinson Classic. Well, unfortunately, I'm disqualified from competing there. They have a pro show. And secondly, I'd probably get my ass beat anyway. Jason would probably beat me. Lenny might beat me. Who the hell knows? I'm not in shape for competing anywhere. England, what's happening, Matt? I'm trying to respond to the questions, Joe. I don't always do a great job, you know what I mean. Alex, what's happening, brother? Pre-workout for someone with high blood pressure. Brother, like I said, I would have to research because I'm not going to just recklessly throw something out there, not knowing ingredients and shit. I'll go and name something and it not be the best thing in the world, so I don't want to suggest something that I'm not sure about. Wide lats. If you only had a bar, plates, and bench at home, you're not going to believe what I'm going to tell you. You're not going to believe it. If you disagree with it or people want to disagree with it because I say it, doesn't offend me if you disagree with it. Everybody's different, mechanically structured differently to some extent a little bit. I like deadlifts. I think deadlifts are incredible for wide lats, believe it or not. I know. It may not make sense to you, but try it. I think it's awesome. I think they're great. I think if I only had a bar, I would be doing for back, I'd be doing deadlifts and probably some rows. Definitely deadlifts. Definitely deadlifts. Dave Palumbo and ketogenic diet. Don't know. You know who knows Dave? Brian Stoltz. And Brian Stoltz, I value anything he says to me, his opinion, because I've known him for so many decades. He's such an awesome guy. And he thinks Dave Palumbo is a really good dude. He knows him, and he said he's a great guy. So I got to factor that in there. So I don't know Dave, but if Brian Stoltz gives him a thumbs up, he must be a pretty decent guy. Vegan nutritionist, hit me up sometime if you want to chat. Love to offer you any advice. Hench, I think I will do that, brother. Thank you very much. Mr. Codger's neighborhood, what's happening, bro? Dean, thank you, brother. Thank you. Hamburg, what's happening, dude? What's happening, brother? How are you? Sweden, awesome, in the house. Sweden in the house. Keto diet changed Eric's life. Beetroot juice, yeah, I'm down with beetroot juice. Definitely. Oh, you're gonna get a good pump, Jordan. Classic bodybuilding's a new thing. Yeah, it is. No, I don't do that anymore, but that used to be the way I lifted when I was really big in my heyday. Now I'm an old guy. I do things a lot differently now. Yeah, I'm pretty puffy right now from, you know, going through what I just went through what I'm eating. Fucking chipmunk. It's like what I'm eating. I'm not eating much, small portions. I'm just feeling out what I can eat. Being very, very careful. Very careful, because I don't want to tear this thing open. Yes, it's raining in Manchester. 5x5 on breaking through plateau. Good advice. Good advice. DJ, yeah, brother. Haunted house video. As soon as I heal, bro. As soon as I heal, right? We're doing the haunted house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going haunted prison, Eastern State. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. You're going, right?
Yeah.
Eastern State.
With my girl.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
It's like real close to me.
Lean your hip back. Keep your chest puffed out. This is what he needs. This exercise. Upper chest.
You know what? I do that for upper chest.
That's what I just
It
showed
really
you.
like brings out all around my
Showed it to me.
collarbones, fills it all up.
Yeah, that's how I learned about it, was you.
All right, what else we got? Finland, awesome.
Go wider.
Yeah, it's a buy drugs, gay for pay.
That's down.
A or number one. I actually have a career. I actually have a trade, marketable trade. Don't really need to do anything for money other than work. And it's always been that way. And as far as needing money to buy drugs, you guys are really out of the loop. You know, you have no idea how guys like myself back in the day, how we actually got what we needed to get. Not the same way most people do. So, you know, you think we go on the internet and just buy anything and not even know what it is? Sorry, that's not really how it happens, but you're welcome to think what you want to think. Just began training again. If rheumatoid arthritis 10 years ago, that's awesome, brother. Keep not the rheumatoid arthritis, but the training. How tall are you, James? I am 5'11". I think I used to be a little bit taller, but I've compressed myself. Most of you now in working sets, probably, hell, I gotta say probably most of my working sets are gonna be about 12 reps now. My working sets, 12, 15 reps. And for arms, it's higher. For smaller parts, it's higher. I'm glad, bro. Hench, I'm gonna get in touch with you, brother. Thank you. Hello from Reading. From Reading, you should be down here training with us. I think we're gonna start training near that the Golds in Shrewsbury some too. We got something going on there now, I think. Yeah, they let us do all kind of stuff. They're very nice to us. Too anal about drinking, even on the weekends. I like to enjoy myself, but I like fitness more. Is it really as bad as you say? One night won't do any damage. Jordan, brother, I'm going to tell you the real deal. I'm not going to tell you the old man's version. The real deal is, I used to drink when I was younger. I'm not going to fucking lie, but I put it away. Not as early as some people do, but pretty early. I mean, it's not like I wasn't ever like had a serious problem, but I could drink with the best of them. I used to do a lot of reckless and drinking shit, and, you know, I used to enjoy it. But I don't think it's great for me. And most of the reason that I stopped, like really stopped, was because I had a little one watching what I was doing, and I just wanted to set a different example for that person, for that little person. So that's pretty much how I stopped, why I stopped altogether. But I still like really good bourbons. So once in a while, not often, I'm saying probably once every few months, I may have a shot or two of some really, really nice bourbon. If I happen to have any more left in the house, any really nice bourbon. I think I had a test as high as when I was 32. It takes forever to get recovered nowadays. That's in our world today. Hell, you're vegan, so you're conscious and awake. You can look at the crap that's, the shit that's in the food and the shit that we're putting in the ground. Look at what we're putting in the air, the shit you're breathing all day long. Come on, man. There's a reason why our test levels are going down. Everybody is. Have I ever regretted steroid use? Wish I had waited longer? Nope. Never regretted it. I mean, there's things I would go back and change if I could, but that would be like so far down the list. The things that I would change is human interactions I had with people that cared about me and that I cared about, and, recklessly did the person wrong and or cheated on them or shit like that, or just wasn't ready to be completely, totally honest, and wasn't the man that I thought I was at that age. So there are things that I've done in the past that I regret that are really worthwhile things. That trifle shit there isn't amidst it. It's not among those things. But I'm not like a really big, huge guy that does shit. I don't know what half the shit is nowadays. You know what people talk about. So it's not like I have a ton of stuff to regret about. Some of my favorite physiques of all time. Man, there's so many guys that I have to look up to. I'll tell you, female. Going to be like Rachel McClish, Corey Everson, Linda Murray. Awesome. I met Linda Murray. She was so sweet, so nice and kind. What a class act that Linda Murray is. Males, probably, of course, Arnold back in the day. Lou, back in the day. Lou. Even today, Lou is, at his age, he's in really, really good shape. Who else? Lee Reese has a very distinctive look, incredible physique. Lila Barada, Sean Ray, Bob Harris, Barry DeMay. There's so many that had awesome physiques. Jay, early on, not taking anything away from him, but early on when he was really aesthetic, he had a beautiful physique. Not saying that he didn't have a beautiful physique later, just saying early on, Jay, you know, I mean, he had to get this good to be competitive. Kevin Maroney back in the day. There are so many people, man. There are so many people that it's hard to just single people out. Frank Zane, you know, there's a lot of them. How's the homeless feeding going? It's going good, but I haven't been able to go out lately. As soon as this thing heals, I'll be able to do a lot more. Shoulder isn't what it used to be, but I'm working around. Any limitations, some of your stories, but yeah, my shoulder's not what it used to be either. That's the kind of shit that I regret. I regret some of the reckless, heavy shit I did that destroyed some of my connective tissue and shit. Oh, fighting? Yeah, I'm too big. That when in my heyday, I was only the biggest I ever was, and I was really into that and really good. It was like 170, you know. And then when I was really, really good, I was even lighter. So I got to the point back then I didn't understand nutrition a whole lot. I was younger, and I wanted to get big. The fighting thing was old. You know what I mean? I've been doing it all my life. So but at that point, the muscle gain. I liked that. I liked the way I was looking from training, so I wanted more of that, and I just couldn't gain any more weight because the other training was too aerobic, and I didn't know how to offset that with diet and nutrition because I just didn't have the knowledge. So I put that on the shelf and threw myself more into the lifting part so that I could save my resources, energy, calories
Buy a new scale.
for that. Oh yeah, we got a new scale over here. George got a new scale in here. It's awesome. But yeah, this size is too big. There are guys that are really big that fight, that are really good. They're really big guys, but it's not me. Christ. I'm not built like that anymore. I'm an old man. I wouldn't mind getting back into doing some more of that, but I'm gonna have to be a lot lighter.
See how long it lasts.
Here's the new scale. Let's check it out. Pretty awesome.
Real accurate.
Please use scale with care. Capacity, 400 pounds. Massachusetts, no, not Massachusetts, Maryland right now. I do higher reps with tries, 15 or so. Yeah, I do higher reps with arms. I do like 12 to 15 reps are most of my sets nowadays. Four Roses, I got a bottle of Four Roses at home right now. Single barrel. And Wild Turkey are only GMO-free whiskeys in America. Thank you for that. Tension headaches? No, not really. Stress headaches, I guess you that kind of tension once in a while occasionally. Phil will break the magic 8. He probably will. Think about Regan Grimes. From what I know of him, which isn't a lot, I'm not a big follower now of bodybuilding, but I think he's got an awesome look, good physique. Got some good videos up, good content. He's got a great physique, actually. Abdominal walls, that's more powerful. Actually lets you build more into more pressure. Yeah, but it offsets. The belt offsets the pressure. The belt offsets the pressure, brother. Yeah, I don't have any interest though, Mark, in any of that. I mean, I want to get back into some training, but not like that. Just for my own self, just to be more, I don't know, flexible, just to have another physical interest to engage in, and train with some of my older friends and shit. Just some shit like that. Not, not any other shit. I still have friends who train. I have friends that are quite competitive fighting, but that's not me. I'm beyond that. Too old, age-wise. I'm just, The winner for the bottle of Carbolene. Oh, and that's the winners. You know what? I'll do a video of that when I get home. That scale is pretty accurate. I think. Weigh yourself. How to do a double rear glute spread like Richard Gaspari did. I don't know what that is, and I don't know why you would want to see it. I think Priest and Labrada had B physique. Oh, yeah, Priest. Lee Priest. I've actually been really close to Lee Priest, standing next to him when he was getting ready to walk out on stage at a show, and he was like right beside me. I mean, literally, right beside me. I was sitting in a chair talking to him, and he was leaning over, and I guess it was Sam. This was years ago, and Sam was touching his back up with some kind of oil or something, and Lee was actually very humble, very, very humble. He was very humble. In that show, he was like so far above everybody else that was there. It was him and then the rest of the crowd. And he was still, he's like, I don't know, mate, I don't think I have it. I think Sammy might have me this time. And, you know, and he didn't even realize how superior his physique was on that day. Sammy's got an incredible physique, but Lee looked like, I've never seen anything like that close up ever. He looked like he was made out of plastic. He looked like he was made out of plastic, and I don't know that he's particularly famous for his hamstring development, but his hamstrings look like you could stick your fingers in there and lose your fingers in between his hamstrings like 3 inches deep. I mean, he looked, I've never seen anybody, I've seen a lot of people in contest condition. That guy looked like he was made out of plastic. He didn't even look like flesh. Lee Priest, crazy. Worst injury I've ever had. That's kind of hard to say. I'm going to have to say probably this slap tear, man. This slap tear I think was worse than when I tore a quad and snapped up my leg. I think the slap tear was worse. Rock this town, baby. Oh, I know it's not good for my old bones. That's why I'm not doing it. Lee did look like an action figure. Craziest thing I've ever seen in person in real life. Craziest. No bullshit. As far as physique-wise, craziest thing I've ever seen, like right there, that I was there. Like this fucking close to the guy, right next to him, right? Talking to him, sitting in a chair next to him. While, you know, he was leaning over this fucking counter. And man, he looked fucking, he didn't even look human. His skin literally looked like it was plastic. It didn't even look like flesh. Incredible looking physique. Guess that's like a clan or something. What is? What's like a clan or something? Okay, what do you got? Think simply. What do you got, bro? I'm familiar with that, brother. Think simply. I'm familiar with that, brother, believe it or not. I'm familiar with that. Can you build solid arms naturally only, following a big, 3 big lift? You know what? Every once in a while, in my heyday, when I was trying to be really big, I would stop training arms every year for like 3 or 4 months and not do any direct arm work. And they didn't get any smaller. I didn't lose anything from not training them at all. But I'll tell you this, my bench went up and my ability to deadlift and to pull in the row went up. And that actually kept the size up on my back, I mean on my arms, my forearms got huge just from deadlifting, but that kept my size up in my bis and tris just from that. Going so hard on that and having an additional rest day, not filling that in with anything. You know, the arm day just disappeared. I did that like for 4 months, and my arms didn't get smaller. And then when I came back and started to cycle in a direct arm day, they actually seemed to grow. Like if I plateaued and they weren't growing, they actually seemed to grow from that after a while. Tats. William, you can go to www.gorillawithacause.com, bro. Try. Who's Try? every time you visit the grocery store, staple foods. It depends if you need it or not. I think vinegar with the mother in it. I mean, yeah, vinegar apple cider with the mother in it. Apple cider vinegar with the mother, of course. I think that's a staple. If I use salt, I like to use sea salt. It's I hate to say rice because that sounds so typical of the bodybuilder thing, you know. But if you like rice, staple every time. Do you drink tap water? If you're not a person to do, that's fine. If you're not a person who drinks tap water, then you should have water every time. Andrew, what do you think? What are some staples at the grocery store should be purchased every time?
At the grocery store?
Yeah.
If you're on a budget, chicken and rice and eggs.
Chicken and rice and eggs.
Chicken, rice, eggs is probably the cheapest. Would you agree? And oatmeal. Those are the things you can buy in bulk for the cheapest. Because beef can get expensive, right? Fish can get expensive. Fish can get really expensive. I just bought my cod for my diet yesterday, and my God.
I have some fish at home right now. I'm gonna have as soon as I get home. Val's gonna cook it up.
Yeah. But I don't know. What do you think? I'd say the biggest chicken, eggs, rice, oatmeal are your top
And,
four.
you know, the shit that I would tell you today is going to be kind of censored compared to like what I used to do,
Yeah.
just because my base of knowledge is larger now.
Yeah.
But I used to always drink milk. Milk was like every
Milk,
time.
I think milk was great.
I was on top of milk. You know, and conversely, right now I'm kind of eliminating milk altogether. But I used to drink.
I can't really stomach milk now.
Yeah, have you tried the Fairlife?
I have tried Fairlife.
You can't stomach. You can't stomach Fairlife.
I think I can, but it just got too expensive for me.
It is expensive.
It is
So what do you
expensive.
think staples from the grocery store every time? You're getting ready to do a physique show. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I mean, really, I'm eating a lot of chicken, man. I mean, getting like family packs. I'll get it from Wegmans, and it's not that bad. There's a Wegmans by where we
I like Wegmans. We're going there after here to shop.
are. Yeah, they got some good like quality meats there too, and it's only like 11 or 12 bucks for a family pack, and you get like, I think like 8 or 10 chicken breasts in there. But other than that, rice. I mean, pretty much what Andrew said. I mean,
Is that what you eat throughout the day? Just chicken and rice, basically?
chicken, rice, and veggies. I mean, vegetables can get expensive, I guess, like if you're buying a ton of them.
What kind of vegetables you eat?
Right now I'm on a cucumber kick, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I eat a ton of cucumbers. I've actually been slicing them up. Then I'll sprinkle stevia on there, and then I'll also do some cinnamon, just to give it some flavor, and kind of have like a sweet tooth. So
Yeah, and the
kinda
cinnamon's very useful,
helps. Yeah,
especially cutting up.
yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
slice
a
it
big
up.
user of cinnamon when I get cut up, which I know looking at me you think, does he ever get cut up? But I am getting ready to. What we got here? I was too pissed to look into it any further. Oh, I hear you. I know how you feel, brother. I know how you feel. Peanut butter, eggs, rice. Oh yeah, peanut butter. Hell yeah. Do I think the earth is flat? I don't know, and it doesn't have any bearing on me, I don't think. Clearly I'm not going to fall off anytime soon, so if you want to think it's flat, think it's flat. You want to think it's round, think it's round. You want to think it's oblong, I don't really care. You know, in my day-to-day life, it doesn't really have any bearing. Are stray cats a tribe? I don't know. Can I speak Korean? I'm afraid that I cannot. Does that mean you're going to say some nasty shit to me in Korean, but you don't really want to hurt my feelings, but you still want to express it? Yeah, it definitely didn't cause any loss. I'll tell you what, there were times when my arms were sore from it. What do I do for a living? I turn wrenches, bro. Do I ever? All my life. Stay in school. Brown over white rice. Myself, personally, white rice. Why? glycemic index. I'm looking for
Rice
that.
all day.
And white rice if I'm getting big, because it's easier to digest and it is more cost effective. It doesn't cost the same calories, energy-wise, to digest the white as it does the brown. Am I getting cut up? White rice or brown? Brown. Dietary thermogenesis, it's real. Aromatase inhibitor. No, I don't. Yeah, I love oatmeal. I've always loved oatmeal. Nick Curry's workout plan. No, I'm not. Tuna, yeah. Brown rice is no better for you than brown rice. Well, here's the deal. I guess you meant brown rice is better for you than white rice. They serve two different purposes if you're exploiting that purpose, right? Different foods cost different things to digest. So the calories in the food, the calories that you end up in, if you're trying to have an excess of calories left over, right, surplus of calories, or if you're trying to create a caloric deficit, right, without people actually saying, oh, you're creating a deficit. You really are when you think about it, but you're digging that hole by the food choices. So you can take the same amount of total calories and bulk on it or cut on it. Yeah, I know, it's mind-blowing. But you literally can. Think about it. If I eat all foods that are complicated and require more energy to digest, they cost more. I'm digging a hole just for the foods I'm eating. Then I throw some cardio in there, digging more of a hole, right? Now, if I take that initial same amount of daily calories and I'm not digging a hole through cardio and I'm not digging a hole because the foods I'm eating are much simpler to digest and easier and less cost, I mean more cost effective. They don't require a lot of caloric burn to digest and assimilate. Now I have a caloric surplus maybe. Depends on that number if I can find it. But it does work. Best ever. Oh yeah, I love that Fairlife chocolate. Mercury in tuna. Mercury in all fish, brother. Mercury in all oceanic fish. The bigger the fish, the higher the mercury content because they eat littler fish. Yeah, I love Fairlife, Chris. But I'm cutting back on the milk. I'm trying to eliminate the milk actually. Oh yeah, Fairlife can be expensive someplace. Burl, what's happening, brother? You know Burl? Have you checked out Burl yet?
Who?
Burl. You see me mention him in the videos, Burl?
Yeah,
Brother
yeah.
Burl?
Yeah.
That's Brother Burl, he's on here.
Brother Burl.
What's happening,
What's
bro?
happening, baby?
Burl, I gotta tell you, your last couple videos have been bang on. Awesome content, awesome videos, dude. Awesome content, awesome videos. Keep up the good work.
Will you take advice from Vegan Gains and do a live interview? Did Vegan Gains contact you?
I don't know. I haven't seen that he has, but I'll take advice from anybody. If anybody. I listen to what anybody's input is. If they're not trying to, if a person's actually offering me advice, they mean well, I'll consider what they said because that's how you learn things, man. I don't want to shut down like, well, this whole group of people I'm not going to take advice from necessarily, or a whole category of types of people, where they're coming from. Then I'm cutting myself off from potentially a whole plethora of information and knowledge, right? So by the time you get to be my age, you kind of realize somebody's offering something you need to learn, and you can learn from them. Then show some gratitude, be grateful. You know, give them a platform, hear what they have to say. You know, let it sink in, think about it. You might learn something. Have you tried deer? Yes. Yes. Yes, I used to eat a lot of deer, but I don't eat any red meat anymore. I haven't eaten any red meat for probably 2 years. Bro, I'm not that monstrous right now. Rice is loaded with, everything's loaded with some shit. I love muskrat. I've never had muskrat, bro. I have to come by your house one night and you got the muskrat on. Most chicken I've eaten in one setting whole chickens. You know, not like large ones. It's the most chicken you've eaten in one setting.
Rotisserie chicken.
Whole rotisserie, yeah, me too. Whole
I
rotisserie.
mean, not like a big ass chicken, but like a.
I've cooked a whole chicken in a bag before, and I'll tell you, here's a golden tip. Believe it or not, try it. Cook the chicken in one of those bags in the oven, upside down. Turn that bastard on top of his breast. You know, stomach up. Cook him that way. All the liquid drains down, like, and the thing is, like, the breast comes out super moist, man. He doesn't look that great when you pull him out compared to usual chickens, but I'm telling you what, it's awesome good. Brown rice depletes. See, here's the thing. If you want to get too far into too much detail about things, then all you do is keep chasing a thread of a detail rather than just living. So I've never suffered from a depletion of anything because I've eaten brown rice. Now, you're only going to be able to eat so healthy, right? So it's all relativistic. How are you eating now versus what can you do to improve? Small steps to the moon. If you worry about every little thing, there's always going to be something that you're going to find something wrong with, and you won't be able to eat any fucking thing. Three times that loud, a bell will wrinkle, and you'll feel stupid. I feel stupid sometimes anyway. Doug Brindle's book. No, but that name is super familiar to me for some reason, so I'll have to Google him because I know him. I know who he is. 500% B12. I don't eat it all the time. During trapping season, eat a ton of it. Cool. Are you dieting now? Bro, I'm not dieting yet, but I mean, I'm definitely cut back on what I'm eating. I'm not eating much at all right now. But I'm going to be dieting real soon and doing cardio lots and making a big difference. Bro. Oh, you're a knowledgeable guy, bro. Bro, you're a knowledgeable dude. I have gotten tips from you. I've seen some stuff on there I didn't know that I picked up from you. And I'll show Val. I'll say, look, good. You know, listen to what Pearl said. Eric! Hey, here's Eric. Eric Wojo.
Ninja?
Yeah.
Ninja Warrior?
Spider-Man. The real life Spider-Man.
Hey,
Eric
Eric.
Wojo.
Anytime you want to have a climbing contest,
Oh, yeah.
come stop by Retro.
Oh, yeah.
Show you what a real silverback looks like climbing up the wall.
He wasn't talking that shit at the Ninja Warrior thing at the Arnold, was he? He wasn't talking that shit there.
I saw that fingertip video he just put up. I'll have to show that to you.
When Eric's hands looked like he had them on a belt sander, they were so, never seen anybody's hands look like that.
There was a wall.
That shit's so bad that if you were a kid and they saw that, they take you away from your parents, man, and put you in a place somewhere and say, what are you doing to yourself, man? Yeah, that's how bad that was.
There was a wall where, like,
I thought I had calluses. Good God.
And he was climbing up the wall with his fingertips. Video I saw.
Jack put 8 reps on my 225 first scoop. Yeah, Jay, I'm definitely getting ready to lean out. I'm definitely. Simon, what's up, bro? Yeah, I'm getting ready to lean out. Overemphasize the need for 1 to 2 gram protein per pound body. I think that people try and do what they think is right for the most part, I hope. But I think that a lot of people are just, that's what they believe. I was in that boat before. We used to believe that. Everybody preached this to us, magazines, everything, that you got to have tons and tons of protein. I've been down that road. I'm not going to say it didn't work for me. It worked, but I don't think you need that much protein. You know, like I say, I consume much less protein now. Probiotics, since your video last winter, game changer. All probiotics are a game changer, no question. Eric's uploading today. Hey, Eric's on here. You want to say hi? Eric Wojo. Hi, it's Val. Huh? Well, Abram, I lose muscle mass, but I don't really give it a lot of thought. And it's an illusion game. You actually look bigger. Dude, if you're natural and you're still making progress, Thor, it's all up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll max out somewhere. Ain't nobody can tell you where that is. Nobody can tell you where that is. So, don't jinx yourself, man. If it ain't broke, don't break it. If it ain't broke, don't break it, man. People can tell you something's impossible. If you're doing it all day long, keep doing it. What's happening, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
How's the training going?
Going good.
We're live.
Hey.
What's happening, man?
Not much.
You've been training your ass off. How you doing?
All right.
You making progress? You feeling good?
Yeah. Better. I don't weigh myself, so I don't know.
Oh, so you haven't been following. You look like you've lost size. I mean, you look
Yeah,
like you're smaller.
That's everyone.
And your arms are looking better.
I don't
Arms
feel
are
a lot
coming in.
smaller, but
Forearms are
everyone
looking
says I'm
good.
smaller.
Yeah. So how long you been training? Gotta say
Probably
hi.
about 8 months.
8 months. Wow. So has it made a drastic difference in quality of life? You feel
Yeah,
good?
I'm feeling a lot better.
More energy, all that shit?
Yep.
Awesome. Keep up the good work, brother. That's what it's about, man. People making progress, changing their life, making yourself happy. You know what? I'm going to sign off because this is getting to be too long. And I know I'm boring somebody somewhere and taking too much of your time.